Hello, this is Martin from Secret the Channel for learning about trading and investing. Welcome to a brand new episode of Markets Tomorrow, the daily market analysis show, where we look at the markets, what happened in the markets today, and how we can plan for a better trade tomorrow. This is for October 8th, Friday, 2021. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe right away and share it to your friends so that it helps us a lot. Right. So what happened in the market? Markets bounced up once again, right, after the big fall yesterday, but it could not move further out above previous engulfing candle yesterday's, but it's not ready to fall. It has moved so much, more than 150 points, right, or 145 points, something, right. So there is resistance supports. It is bouncing, it's not ready to fall. The Fyers are selling. Now be a policy ahead, so let's see. So as usual, we'll be looking at all of these parameters in the charts, right? We'll do additional analysis on open interest, right? For weeks, institutional data, sectoral watch, and global commodities, and then wrap up. Today there are no slides, so I didn't get time to prepare. So we will look at the charts right away. Yep. So you can see that yesterday there was a engulfing candle. It's an inside bar. It's a small body. Right, it's kind of a spinning top. Spinning top is bearish, right? Remember that it had bounced from this bottom to this, right? 144, but this is a spinning top, which is bearish. Here's an inside bar. This is also kind of signaling a reversal. And Bank Nifty, if you see, it's bearish candle, and it's an inside bar. It's inside the larger candle that surfaced today, right? So what exactly happened in trading? If you go to the lower time frame, you can see that it was just another flattish day, right? Yeah, so that's not what happened, right? So I'm sorry. So this is what happened. It shot up. Yeah. So what actually happened is the entire day it was flat after the gap up. So it did a big gap up and did nothing after that, right? It was just after the big gap up, it was just zigzagging and doing nothing. So it was basically flat because no movement happened after the big gap up. That's Bank Nifty, by the way. Nifty did the same. Did nothing. It is flat at a support region, but that's after a gap up. So the gap up is this 150 points. Right. So that's exactly what happened, and we would go and look at the daily time frame and see what else we can. So if you look at the Bollinger Bands, you can see that, right, it's fallen off and it is taking support of the moving average. That's still there. The Bollinger Band's median moving average is quite far from that, so it's in the support zone. So both the dice are at a support zone. But if you see, it's bullish on the Nifty, Bank Nifty, it is resisting. It's not up in the bullish zone. So it is resisting once, resisting twice, 2 days. Nifty, it's bounced, momentum is good at a support. Right? The only thing is it is facing resistance at this zone. So let us see what is the price action. So if we look at the price action today, we can see that so resistance, so price action, we already saw that. So what we need to now see is it is support resistance levels. Nothing has changed the support resistance levels. We have the 18K on the top, is a rounding number, plus psychological rounding number. Then below that you have 7950, which is a resistance. And that's the first and two. And above that you have Fibonacci retracement 18,350 kind of levels. Right now it is a support zone, which is 7700 to 7800. Below that if it falls, it's 7600 level. Below that if it falls, 17350. Below that it falls, 250, and then after that Fibonacci 23, 17,000 levels. Bank Nifty top projection Fibonacci 38,800, all time high 38,350, 38,000. So these are the three resistance upside. Support right now, it is at a support zone. It is at a major support zone. That is on 800 levels. If you falls that, then you have 37,400 levels. If it falls, then you have 37,000 kind of levels, right? So if further falls, 36,500 kind of levels, which is in naturally tracing levels. Right? That's the support resistances. Momentum we had seen, and now trend. Trend indicators is still bullish on Bank Nifty, still bullish on Nifty also. But you can see that bullishness is falling, and also strength is also falling. In both Bank Nifty also, bullishness and strength is falling. Right. So that's the story of all the things that we needed to know. Right. And now we need to look at the VIX. What happened to the VIX today? Right. So VIX had a drop. Let's see what exactly happened at the VIX drop. Right. So that's the kind of fall that has happened today. So from the top, it is 6, right? It's 15.5%. It's nearly 15% of fall has happened. And right, so just one day's fall, today's fall, if you see, it's like 6% of fall further has happened, right? 6, 7, right? So it's 6% short up, 6% came down. This entire thing is 15%. So VIX is like zigzagging, and so I see, so hope it's maintaining the 16 to 20 levels probably, right? But yesterday it shot up and today it fell down. That's the VIX action that is happening. Now we should see the open interest data, and we can see that the open interest is showing open interest may not be much valid because today is an expiry. So we can look at the data, but it may not be giving a very true picture. These are showing slightly bullish for the Nifty. 17,800 is the highest score, and put both support and resistance both in 17,800. So it's kind of, and after that you have the resistance in at 18,000 obviously. Then the highest support of second support is 16,900. That's very far away, right? So that's the way it is. Let's look at Bank Nifty and see what is the story for the next expiry, or the first expiry day of tomorrow. So 38,000 is the highest resistance. Then you have 39,000. 37,000 is put writing maximum. Then 37,500. So 37,000 and 38,000. That is where the battle is going to be, right? So remember that. So put call ratio is 0.86 is also not really bearish, you can see, right? So that's what open interest data is showing. For institutional data, it is saying that big selling by Fyers, 1,764 crores selling, right? And DAs is buying heavily. That's why market shot up 2,528. DAs are buying before the RBI policy day, so that's why market gapped up morning because of this buying, but went down after the DAs. Matter of salt, right? Because of this selling, it could not further, just facing resistance because of that, right? So yeah, sectors that performed today, we can see that from the heat map. Which shows that all sectors did well except telecom. And if you see the charts of those, you can see that IT has shot back around 2% of up, but momentum is resisting. It does not come to bullish, so stay away. Metal momentum sideways. It mildly moved up 0.5%, but it's an inside bar and it's kind of very bearish bar, right? It looks like a Harami panther, right? With the inside bar and a long bearish candle. Doesn't look good. Auto bounced up, shot up 4% today because of Tata Motors. Some news on rating upgrade. So it's a big candle, 4.4% up move in the auto sector. Pharma. So auto sector is turned bullish on momentum and everything, but it is having a resistance. You'll have to wait for this resistance to be crossed before taking anything. So that is also wait list. Pharma sideways momentum and bearish candle inside and engulfing. The indices here looks like an inside bar, looks like a harami pattern. FMCG also sideways momentum consolidating after a big correction of several days, right? More than 10 days. Reality again shot up 6%. Can you believe that? Right? They're taken some retracement and then once again we observed yesterday that there are multiple bullish divergences that could take the market upwards. Again, this is exactly what happened. There is a triangle pattern also here, so it shot up. So this has happened, right? Now we got to see the US dollar index, and it was shorting up, but yeah, seems to be slightly bearish today. It has come down. Momentum was dipped a little bit, and you can see there is an inverse hammer pattern that you can see on the USD INR currency pair. Probably is resisting. This is finding some resistance from the previous resistance zone as well as the channel top, and it could. So there's some consolidation here, right? Crude oil has dipped a little bit. It's showing that there is bulls out there which is trying to lift the price again. It's formed a hammer, but at least it is taken a support and then come down from the all-time high levels. Gold, you can see it's consolidating the support zone, right? Momentum is very slow, but it's not ready to fall, right? So that's the analysis of today, right? Global markets, if you see, there is some bullishness that's back. Dow Jones is 500 points up, so it's a bounce back that's happening as of now. Big moves, big bullish moves are happening in the global markets. Even the European markets, DAX also, right? UK markets are 50 up, right? So except for CAC, which is, I believe, it's French market, that also is showing a wick of bullish nature. So overall, globally, there is some bullishness at seen. Hope that may reflect this CX tomorrow morning. Let us check this if it sustains tomorrow also. And if that is the case, then there can be. But remember, tomorrow is an RBI policy day. There will be jitteriness, there will be uncertainty, there will be choppy moves. This is at higher level, so many things can happen, right? But ultimately, after the event, you will get a clarity on what is the further up. So we'll have to wait for that and stay away taking up trades during the event, right? So that's all the wrap up for today. So tomorrow is an uncertain day because of the policy. We'll have to wait for the policy to get completed, announcement to come, and see what the market is reacting to that, and then accordingly. Before that, do not take trade. There is some amount of bearishness and uncertainty that can be seen in the charts, but at the same time, bulls are there is clear because no matter what you do, it is going and hitting 7,500 and not ready to go beyond that. It's bouncing up every time, right? There is strength in the market, but be careful because it's an event day, right? Be very knowledgeable about the support and the resistance level. If there is a crash or if there is a further breakout, anything can happen. It can be either way, so there is no view here. So the view is uncertainty induces you, but depending on how it evolves after the event is how the trade has to be taken. That's all. Hope it gives you an idea on how to go about what happened actually in the market, and then based on that, how to go about planning your trade for tomorrow. I hope you got it. Hope it helps. If you like, hit the like button and share it to friends. And thanks for watching, and happy trading and happy money.